everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm really excited to be doing a new tag video. This is inspired by the recent video from Noel where she did my Sephora $1,000 dream cart. For me, because I don't have access to Sephora, I'm going to do my dream shopping cart for Cult Beauty with a budget of £1,000. So it's basically, if money was no object, what would you purchase? Obviously Emily wanted to set some sort of cap, so set it at $1,000. So for me, I've gone for the equivalent of £1,000, and I will be going through what I would spend my £1,000 on. Another reason why I'm excited to do this video today is that it is a group collab with some other amazing channels here on YouTube, and this group of ladies are people that I met through Samantha March. I've been subscribed to Samantha's channel for a good few years at this point, and very recently she created a Facebook group called the Secret Sam Squad. It's not so secret, there's quite a lot of us in this group, but it is basically a sort of Facebook community of her subscribers where we talk about a bit of everything. It's not just about makeup and things, and it is just a really great safe space to be able to talk about anything you want. And I think the group is about 700 people strong, but it's just a really nice place to go and everyone is really friendly to talk to. It seems that no matter what topic you want to speak about, there's always someone there who will have a discussion with you and things, so it is a great place. And in the past week, one of the ladies part of that group, Melanie Gosselin, sent out a message to ask if anyone would be interested in doing a group collab. A few of us replied, and we've since been chatting over Facebook Messenger and putting together some ideas, and then Emily put this video out, so this is what we decided to do. So there are 8 of us in this group collab, and of course all the ladies' channels will be linked in the description box below. I am currently relying on my laptop to give me all of my details, and it has decided to freeze, so this is a great start. The fact that technology failing me I feel is slightly ironic because Sam herself is no stranger to technology failures, and I seem to be having mine now, so I might have to stop filming for a second, go and sort my laptop out and come back. Right, I'm back and hopefully in the same position. So just to briefly go over the ladies that are included in this group collab, we are situated all over the world. There is a couple of us from Europe, a few from Canada and a few from the US. So we have Lyn Oberstadt, hopefully I pronounced that correct. She is from Florida in the States. Then we have Nicole Booz, who is from Seattle. We have Martinez, who is from Atlanta. Then we have Marisa Bourget, I hope I pronounced that right, who is from Maine. And from Canada we've got Melanie Gosselin, who is from New Brunswick, and Katherine Anne, who is from Toronto. And then from Europe we have myself, I am based in the UK, and then we have Chris Strauss, who is from Rotterdam in the Netherlands. So I say we are from kind of all around the world. That's why it's pretty cool to be able to do this collab with all these ladies. Obviously all their channels will be linked in the description box below. They've all done this same tag of if you had a certain amount of money to spend, but we have all picked slightly different retailers, so I think it will be really interesting to see what everyone else has picked for their items and what they would spend their money on. I do have quite a few items to go through, so why don't we get started? I think for this I have kind of gone 50-50 skincare and makeup. I did actually find it harder than I thought I would to spend £1,000. I felt like I was adding so much stuff to my basket, and when I added it up it only came to a few hundred. We'll go through the skincare first and then go through the makeup. So the first item is the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisturiser Cream, and this one is £36. I have been really wanting to try something from Glow Recipe as I have heard great things about the brand. Seen quite a few things about this moisturiser. The fact that it says souffle sounds like it would be quite aerated and lightweight, which is the kind of thing I like when it comes to skincare. This one is definitely something I would like to try. Next we have a few items from Pixie Beauty. This is a brand that I have tried numerous things from over the years, but because some of their products are slightly more expensive, I haven't purchased more from them. This item in particular is one that I have looked at in the past but never actually purchased. It is their Detoxify Depuffing Eye Gels. This retails for £22 and it is for 30 pairs of under eye masks. It doesn't exactly break the bank and you are paying less than £1 for a pair of the eye gels, but for some reason I just never seem to be able to push the button on this. I am really starting to suffer more with under eye problems. I've always had dark circles, but I'm now finding that I'm getting more wrinkles there and things, and my eyes feel generally more puffy, so maybe I just need to potentially bite the bullet and actually purchase this. But again, if money was no object, in a heartbeat I would definitely give these a go. And then Pixi is obviously well known for their toners. I recently tried the retinol toner and I did really like it, but I would like to try a couple more of their toners. The first one is their collagen toner, which retails for £18. They also have their original glow tonic. I've never tried the actual glow tonic itself, I've only tried the dupe from Aldi, so I would like to try the actual one from Pixi. Next is an item that I don't know if I could ever actually push the button on it unless I actually won the lottery or something, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. So this one retails for £75. I just would find it so hard handing over that much money for a cream. I have heard it is a great cream and I would like to try it, but I just don't think I could ever justify that amount unless I was a millionaire. But if money was no object, like this tag's supposed to be, then this would be a product I would like to try. But yeah, £75 for a moisturiser is pretty expensive. Speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, if money was no object, I might as well buy something else, and I would also like to try the Magic Serum. It is the Crystal Elixir Magic Serum, and this one retails for £60. It's a little bit cheaper than the Magic Cream, but not much. I'd like to think for the price of those two products that they would make me look at least 10 years younger. And then seeing as we are on the Charlotte Tilbury train and she is obviously such a dear friend of Samantha's, I might as well get the lip oil as well. So this is the Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. This one is slightly more reasonably priced at £28. I would like to know what the magic aspect of it is, but if I had the money, I would like to try it. Then we have some products from Sol de Janeiro, specifically from the original Boom Boom line. The first one is the new body scrub that they recently brought out. This one retails for £39. I did not so long ago try the Bod Buff, which I think is a similar thing. It was a body scrub as this advertises to be. I don't know what the difference is, but I did really enjoy that and I would quite like to try the scrub to kind of compare the two. I would also like to try some of their new hair care. They do have a shampoo and conditioner which are £22 each. So these are called the Strengthening and Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. I do like to go for smoothing kind of shampoos and conditioners because I do naturally have frizzy hair. This is a product that I could actually see myself purchasing anyway because I do really want to give them a go. Next we have a product from Drunk Elephant, and when I was looking through for items to add to the basket, there were so many Drunk Elephant products I could have added, but because there was other things from different skincare brands I wanted to try, I did only add one from Drunk Elephant, and this is the Proteiny Polypeptide Cream, and this one retails for £57. I did not so long ago pick up a set of mini products from Drunk Elephant just to try something from the brand, and this was one of the products included in there. The mini is lasting a decent amount of time, so it is a product where a little does go a long way, but I do really like it. I found that it was really nice and moisturising. It did feel luxurious, but not in a heavy way that sometimes more expensive and richer creams can feel. It was really nice and lightweight. So this is a product I do really want to buy a full size of for when that one runs out. I just don't know if I could spend £57 on it. But if I could get the full size, I would, because I am going to be quite sad when that mini one finishes. Next we have an item from Wishful, which is the skincare range of Huda Beauty. And I will pick up the Yo Glow Enzyme Scrub. This is a product that I tried a sample of a while ago through the Feel Unique Pick and Mix samples, and I did really like it. It is different to any other kind of scrub I've tried before, and I think that's because it's an enzyme scrub. I'd only tried sort of normal facial exfoliators before and not an enzyme scrub, and I quite liked that it was nice and gentle, and it did feel like it was doing my skin some good. My skin felt so refreshed after using it. So I would like to buy the full size of this. It is only £18, which doesn't exactly break the bank, but this is a product I don't think I would use regularly. So I suppose it would last me a while in that respect, but I've not quite yet bit the bullet to purchase it. The final skincare item I will pick up would be from Milk Makeup, and this is their Melatonin Overnight Lip Mask. I've only been getting into lip masks recently and have really been loving the one from Laneige, but I would like to give this one from Milk Makeup a go. They do have a couple of things in this line, one of which I think is a solid serum. I wouldn't mind trying that one, but I would rather try the lip mask. And the reason why I kind of wanted to put this on a wish list, as it were, is because this is more expensive than the Laneige one and I know I already love that one. I don't know if I would risk the sort of £20 as it were to try this one, but if I could, I would really like to try it. Now on to the makeup items. The first one is a foundation, and this is from the brand Shiseido. I think that's how you say it. This is the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, and this one retails for £39. I've heard quite a few people saying that they really enjoy it. I don't quite get the self-refreshing aspect of it. I think it might just be a long-lasting foundation that manages to stay fresh looking throughout the course of the day. But I think this is a foundation that I would really enjoy from what I've heard about it. Foundation wise for me, I don't tend to wear it on a daily basis, so I only ever tend to purchase drugstore foundation. I do absolutely love the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, but I've never actually purchased a full size of it. I think that one retails for somewhere around about £30, but I definitely do struggle to spend much more than drugstore prices on foundation, so I don't know if I would ever actually purchase this one, but I would really like to try it. Another foundation I would like to try is from Hourglass, and this one is even more expensive. This one is the Hourglass Seamless Finish Foundation, and this one retails for £51. Obviously, if I struggle to spend much more than drugstore prices, I would never kind of buy this off my own bat, but I would really like to try it. This is a product I've not heard too much about, but I am really intrigued by it. I have seen it pop up on sort of social media here and there, but I've not looked too deeply into it. And I think it's because whenever I see it, I know that it's £50 and I know I'm never going to spend that much. So I don't tend to delve too deeply into the reviews in case someone manages to sell me on it and I end up really wanting to pick it up. But if I could, I would like to try this foundation. For a concealer, I would really like to try the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer. This one retails for £25. From what I can remember, this one comes in what looks like a kind of mini foundation bottle as opposed to the usual sort of skinny tube of a normal concealer, and I've heard a lot of other people rave quite highly on it as well. But for me personally, I don't tend to spend much more than drugstore prices on concealer because on a daily basis I don't wear foundation or concealer generally. I don't feel the need to splash out on them. I do wear the YSL Touche Eclat concealer under my eyes, and I know that is kind of the similar price point to this. I think that one's 26, this one's 25. But for a concealer like that, I would only tend to use that for imperfections and blemishes, which at this moment in time, touch wood, I don't feel like I have an awful lot of. So that's why I do tend to stick to just drugstore concealers for that kind of thing. But if I could, I would like to try this one. Next we have a complexion product, and this is another product from Hourglass. This is one of their ambient lighting blushes. I would like to try this in the shade Mood Exposure, which looks like a really nice kind of warm pink toned. I've heard great things about these blushes and they do retail for £38. I do have a couple of high-end blushes in my collection. I have kind of Benefit, The Balm and Tarte. I don't think any of them are as expensive as the Hourglass one. I do believe these come in minis, so if I was to ever purchase one of these myself, I would definitely try a mini first. But if I had unlimited funds, I would definitely pick up one of these full-size ones because they do look really nice. Another Hourglass product I would like to try would be one of their ambient lighting palettes. I believe these do come with blush, bronzer and highlighter, but because of them being under the ambient lighting family, they are more subtle. I do like the look of this trio palette, which retails for £61. When I first went looking for Hourglass products, I was leaning towards one of the £6 palettes, but they didn't have any of them on the website at the time, so that's why instead I went for this £3 one plus the additional blush. I would like to try this palette. We are getting towards the end now. We have a few eyeshadow palettes and then some lip products. I will start with the eyeshadow palettes. The first one I would like to try is one from Natasha Denona, and that is the Bieber palette. This one retails for £111. I think I can safely say even if I did win some money on the lottery, I still would struggle to hand over £111 for an eyeshadow palette. I tend to struggle spending more than £40 on an eyeshadow palette, so I can't imagine finding it easy to spend £111. Out of these size palettes that she's released, this is the one that does draw me in the most. I do believe that most of this palette, if not all, is matte shadows, but it does look really nice and everyday and soft toned and something that I would like to try. I do have a mini palette from Natasha Denona, which I think was £22, which is only for 5 shades, but that's kind of the level at where I'm willing to spend on that brand. But if I had unlimited funds, I may give this one a go. And then to a couple of more reasonably priced palettes. The first one is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. This is a palette that I have gone to buy numerous times since its release, but I always feel like it would be an accent palette and I would never be able to get a full look out of it because of the glitters and things in it. But it is an absolutely gorgeous palette and I have heard really great things about the formula of this. I personally haven't had the best of luck with chocolate bar palettes, but I feel like this is one that would possibly change my mind and it is one I would like to try. So if I didn't say, this one retails for £39. And then the next eyeshadow palette, which also retails for £39, is the Naked Reloaded palette. This is one that when it was first released, I was really excited about it and was going to pick it up because I do love my original Naked palette so much. But I did end up talking myself out of it because I don't feel like it's a palette I need in my collection. I do have a lot of neutral eyeshadow palettes and I know I do continue to still buy more, but for me to spend £40 on a palette, it does have to blow me away, and this didn't, but I would really like to try it to see what the formula is like in comparison to my original Naked. It is a neutral palette, it is one I would definitely get use out of, but it would have to be a product kind of if I had unlimited funds. I realised when editing that I forgot to include this palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Soft Glam palette, and this is a palette I have on to purchase on numerous occasions. This one retails for £46 and is a really pretty nude palette. I have got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette and I wasn't the world's biggest fan of that one, but I've heard that the formula in the Soft Glam is slightly better, so it does make me really want to give it a go. But it does put me off kind of spending my own money on it, as it were, because it being £46, but it is one that is definitely on my wish list. And then finally we have some lip products. Eyeshadow palettes and lip products are definitely my vice, and I think if I wouldn't have put my skincare in the basket first to start filling it up, there would have been a lot more eyeshadow palettes and lipsticks in there. So I'm glad I kept these to the end so that I didn't go completely overboard. The first one I will pick up is this one from Kosas, and this is their Weightless lipstick. This one retails for £26. I've not heard an awful lot about this lipstick, if I'm honest. I was just drawn in by the name. I really like the idea that it says it's weightless because I do really like lightweight lipsticks and ones that you can't really feel like you're wearing a lipstick but still have the pigment that you are. There were quite a lot of shades in this range that I did like the look of. Next we have a lip product from NARS, and this is one of their Velvet Lip Glides. These ones retail for £23 and I would really like to try this formula. I have added this to the basket quite a few times now, and these were even on sale on Look Fantastic recently for £16, and I did very nearly buy one. But if you haven't seen my recent haul of what I bought in June, I did purchase quite a few lipsticks in the month of June, so I didn't feel like I could justify purchasing one of these as well, but this is one I would absolutely love to try the formula of. Next we have a lipstick from Uoma Beauty, and this is their Badass Icon Matte Lipsticks. This one I did pick a shade in the name of Angela, and it does look like a really pretty nude brown. I have heard great things about the brand Uoma Beauty and I would like to try something from them. For me, when I try a new brand, if they do have lipsticks, I do always tend to try a lipstick from them first. It tends to be one of the cheaper products in their range, and then if I do like the lipstick I might expand and try further things. But for Uoma Beauty, if it was a first product to try, this would be what I'd pick up. And then last but not least, we have a couple of lip products from Huda Beauty. The first one I would pick up would be one of their Demi Matte lipsticks. I did a while ago get some samples of these lipsticks to try, and I do have a full size of her normal matte liquid lipstick formula. After trying the samples of the Demi Matte, I much prefer that formula. I've not yet got around to purchasing a full size because they are £18, which is getting towards the top end of what I tend to like to spend on lipstick. I think £20 is usually about my limit of what I will spend on a lipstick, so say this is 18, so it is getting up there. It is a product that I think I will definitely purchase in the future, but for the moment I feel like I need to get my lipstick collection down a bit more before I purchase another high-end lipstick. But if I had unlimited funds, obviously in a heartbeat, I would definitely pick one of these up. And then the other lip product from Huda Beauty is one of their Power Matte Bullet lipsticks. These ones retail for £22, so again, above the threshold of what I kind of like to pay. But from this collection there are quite a lot of nude shades there that I would like to try. I am quite intrigued by the formula of these and I have heard good things, so this is one that is definitely on the wish list. So after totting up everything that was in my basket, I came to a total of £994.50. So a little bit short of the £1,000, but I was impressed with myself in the end for getting that close to the budget but not going over. But that is it for this wishlist tag. Don't forget to check out all the ladies in this group collab in the description box below. And if you are new to my channel, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.